Doctor, good afternoon. Dr. Ashile, good afternoon. While waiting for Dr. Ashile to come on board, let me quickly introduce this diploma in insurance program to us. For agents that want to take their agency to a professional level, the College of Insurance and Financial Management is currently running a program in diploma in insurance, and we call it Executive Diploma in Insurance Program. It's one of the benefits is going to give you an exemption, 10 exemption out of 17 papers in the qualifying examination to become an associate of the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria, and is a four semester
Yes,
is a four
later.
semester program. Is a four semester program. Virtual classes for the examination are being done on the campus. That's the College of Insurance campus. We are currently enrolling people, and the application form is 50,000 naira, while the tuition fee is 800,000 naira. But you can pay the tuition in installments. So for that means for each semester you'll be paying the sum of 200,000 naira. So per semester. So once you by the time you complete the section or the program, you will have completed your tuition fee. And another benefit is if you're not already in the insurance industry, you're going to do, we have companies that we are partnering with, six leading insurance companies in the industry that you can do your internship with. So you know what internship means. If you're able to convince the company that you're capable or you know your onions, that means it's an automatic employment for you. So I don't want to bore you with the history or story. So this is the last graduation we had for students, and they are currently writing their professional exam. So if you're interested, you can just chat us up. My number is 07056593411, but I'll be sending an email to you after this training. The NERA Arts document will be sent to you alongside every other thing that you need to have as an agent. So another thing is there's a boot camp for agents. It's one of the new initiative under the NERA Act that we just don't want you to practice as an agent. We want you to become a professional, a strategic one of that. So this program is going to give you a leverage as an ambassador in the industry if you happens to be one of the top winners. So for more information, I'll be sending this to you as well. So your company can nominate you if you know that you're capable of the boot camp. It's not about theory. It's not about just training you. You're going to demonstrate your competency, your professionalism, your leadership skill to us. So at the end of the day, we will assign you as an ambassador for a year. You'll be representing Nigerian insurance industry. You know what that means. So, Dr. Rashid, are you with us already?
Yes, I am. Madam Alainka, good afternoon.
Oh, and you know if you tell me, I can't waste your time. No verse. Please share
It's
your
okay.
slide.
All right.
Let me dey share again.
No, can you see my slide now?
Yes, it's up. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't even
All right.
introduce you. Have I introduced you? Apologies,
I
please.
don't
Stop
even know.
sharing. Stop
Okay.
sharing, sir. Stop sharing.
Okay, let me stop sharing.
Apologies, please.
It's okay.
Now, my marketer, they say no verse. Meet our faculty is Dr. Eshilia Demola Sulaiman. Is one of our faculty, is a trusted one at that. He's a certified ILO and UNDP trainer. Here is his biography, and I believe you're going to enjoy his class because you know his onions as well. Thank you, sir, for joining us, and we appreciate your expertise. Please, you can take up the class now.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. Like I have been rightly introduced, my name is Rashile Sulaiman Adimola. I'll be with you sharing some ideas, some insights while preparing these slides that I've gathered that centers around compulsory insurance, market conduct or market practices, and some of the underwriting disciplines that are expected of insurance agents, especially with so much emphasis on how the NERA Act actually have improved and also imposed stringent conditions on how insurance agents perform their activities. So this session will be anchored on four key fundamentals that I believe are very, very core to performance of your responsibility insurance agents. But before I go, it is worthy of note that I state here that it is very important for insurance agents when I say the prime news, NERA has actually given you some reputable, so to say, than what we have previously under the Insurance Act of 2003. And you know, responsibilities, you have more risk and you have more, discipline. So I say kudos to all today that you know you are plenipotentiaries of the Nigerian insurance industry, and that is why the regulator NICOM is using that to somewhat streamline those the agency context. So we have in the Nigerian insurance industry. So in the next few minutes, we'll be looking at what are the compulsory insurances. There is this popular notion, or should I say, uh, there is this belief that insurance is always sold and not bought. Yeah. And this notion boils down on the fact that had some insurances not been made compulsory, had they not be been made mandatory for people to buy, looking at the so-called social cultural factors and all other factors in Nigeria, we find it difficult that any individual or any organization will be galvanized to want to buy insurance, so to say. So we want to look at what are insurance that are compulsory and how do we understand them. Secondly, we look at what are the compliance duties of an insurance agent in line with NERA 2025. We'll look at what are the ethical market conduct that are expected of an insurance agent. And lastly, how would insurance agents be fair, be just, and equitable when they are treating their clients, their customers? So these are some of the key flashpoints that we'll be looking at as we move on. Are you with me? Let me see if I am not too fast.
Yes, we are with you, sir.
Okay, I just want to know if we are moving at the same, wavelength, so that I'm not just talking to myself. Okay, thank you, Olubukola and Mary. So let us go back to our slides. All right. So what are compulsory insurances? As insurance agents, I know you know a few of them. And we need to understand why. What is the motivation? What will incentivize the government and NICOM to want to make some insurances compulsory? Why? So this borders on four key areas. So the first one is we want to protect, innocent victims. Is one of the reasons why some insurances are mandated by NERA. They are coverages that are required by law, okay, to make the public and third party to be safe from financial hardship whenever unforeseen events happen to them. It could be as a result of some other persons or even themselves entering some public enclave or spaces. So one of the reasons why compulsory insurance exists is to ensure that, victims of accident, victims of mishap are protected, okay? To ensure that they get the necessary compensation whenever they suffer losses. Another one is to ensure that not only do these victims of unforeseen risk or contingencies get compensated, they get compensated timely and promptly, so that they are able to get the required medical assistance, medical care, or repairs for their property or repairs for their destroyed machines, so that they can continue operations. Another thing which is very, very central to me, why government made some insurances compulsory, is to ensure that there's what we call risk responsibility and risk accountability. So that when insurance is compulsory, we are able to trace, unlike what we had under motor insurance. Oh, can you please, who is that?
Please unmute yourself. I've muted you alongside with everyone. Doctor, please unmute yourself.
Am I audible now?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. So like I was saying one of the reasons, and which is very central, is that people are accountable, okay? That people are accountable for their negligence and the accidents that they inflict on others. That is why some insurances are very, very compulsory or mandatory. And lastly, when compulsory insurances are made to operate, and because they are always forthcoming in terms of claims payment and meeting the needs of those that have been injured, they tend to bolster and enhance, the reputation of the Nigerian insurance practice, so to say, or industry, as we may have it. Because one of the banes of the problems of the industry in the past is what we know as reputation spillage. Reputation spillage. Okay. And what is reputation spillage? It is when if you have X, Y, Z, and A doing the same business in the same industry, and Mr. A, engages in unethical practices, that leads to the reputation of Mr. A being dragged in the mud. So such acts or an ethical practice by Mr. A will rub on all other members of that industry. That is why reputation is one of the most valuable tools of the financial service industry where insurance actually belongs. So compulsory insurance is just to salvage the face of the practitioners in the industry, and at the core of this particular campaign are insurance agents, and that's why we are here today. So let us look at some of these classes of compulsory insurance. Compulsory insurance, what are they? We want to look at their types as spelled out by NERA 2025. We want to look at them, okay, one after the other. I hope I am not too fast. So the first one is group life insurance, which is mandatory for employers having it ranges from those having less than 10, okay, but more than 5. Okay, and most times, whenever an employee is having an emolument that is 3 times the annual, salary of the employee, then group life insurance is mandatory for such employers, so that they provide compensation to their workers when they are injured, especially in the course, which is very, very important, of their employment, in the course of their employment, not when they are on the frolic. We call it in law, we call it frolic of their own. Okay, so such injury, such accident must be that happened when such employees are performing their primary objectives, their primary duties to their employer. So we have this group life that covers things like permanent injury, temporary injury, or even death in some cases. We have the particular third-party motor insurance, okay, which is popular. It's mandatory for every car that plies every Nigerian road, whether private, whether federal government or state-owned road. So third-party motor insurance is about the most popular of all compulsory insurances, not only in Nigeria, but also globally. Yeah. So we also have a new, which is before known as occupiers liability insurance. It has been modified by under the new NERA now. So we have separately now, we have public buildings insurance, which is carved out of the public liability insurance. Public liability insurance, which is very, very wide. So NERA now wants to somewhat be more direct, be more focused, and there they brought out the public buildings insurance, which requires owners of public property to insure against, you can see, third-party properties as a result of some named or insured perils. We also have builders liability insurance. This one is for those that are engaged in the activity of construction or engineering work. This one is for those that are owning buildings. You can see the difference now. This is for those that are engaged in engineering or construction or even architecture or design of buildings. Okay, so it is now compulsory that they have a building liability insurance that provides coverages for bodily injury, property damage to third parties from construction and engineering activities. Please don't miss this builders liability insurance with construction or risk, and erection or risk. These are not compulsory insurances. They are voluntary. But builders liability insurance is compulsory and mandatory. We also have the healthcare, you see now, because of the past, because of COVID, because of, look at what happened to Chimamanda Adichie now, the loss of his of her son. Okay, this is coming at the right time, where we hold healthcare practitioner liable for professional malpractice. It is now compulsory that every hospital, whether private or public, should have an healthcare professional indemnity insurance that protects them, healthcare professionals, against, malpractice, against the negligence of administering the wrong drug or performing the wrong, procedure on patients. So they will be protected by this. And lastly, we have the government and petroleum risks, insurance, which is tailored to government assets and operations within the downstream and the upstream petroleum sector, just as to ensure that government properties, the pipeline, offices, owned and operating in the petroleum upstream and downstream sector are also mandatory, according to NERA 2025. Okay. Can I move on? Do we have questions? Or I should just move on? Or am I too fast? I need feedbacks. Am I too fast? Okay, you are with me. Thank you, Joyce and Benjamin Oyema. Bamidele, you have a question. Okay, can you please just keep the question in the question log? After this session, I'll take it. We are here. Thank you, Blessing and Joseph. Thank you very much. Let us move on because of the luxury of time. So that is more or less the first part of our discussion. We're looking at what is compulsory insurance, what are the types that we have, and why should some insurances be made compulsory. You will agree with me that if you look at all of these areas that I've discussed, group life, third party, public buildings, builders liability, healthcare professional, you will agree with me that almost, if not 80% of the Nigerian populace are exposed to one or two risks emanating from all of these 6 major activities. That is why NERA felt, okay, the drafters of NERA, that's why they felt that no, these insurances should be made compulsory. Anyone that is found flouting or not subscribing to these insurances is non-compliant and should be penalized. That is just the simple and, the translucent interpretation of compulsory insurance. When you say something is compulsory, for example, prayer is compulsory for us, both Muslim and Christian. It is compulsory. It is the only way that we neglect prayer, we definitely may not, be answered when a request from the Most High. So that is just of why intent most of the terms of insurance that policyholder experience emanates from agents. That over 80% of dissatisfaction that customers and policyholders that they experience emanates from insurance agents, not even from the insurance companies or practitioners. It emanates from insurance agents. That is why NERA felt that it is very important we organize such trainings to spell out in plain languages, in very simple English, what are expected of agents and what are frowned at by NICOM and other regulators in the insurance industry, that no agent should indulge in some activities, and also recommend activities that are very, very fundamental that agents should imbibe. So we'll be looking at one of these because, like I said, when it comes to compliance, when it comes to understanding insurance, agents are very, very generic. They are very, very important. Very important. Realize the intangibility of insurance services. You know, insurance service is intangible. You cannot see it. You cannot feel it like a car. You cannot feel it like you are buying a wristwatch. It's a service. But the expertise and professionalism of agents can help insurance companies to tangibilize this intangibility of insurance service, and also to reduce the amount of penalties that insurance companies will be exposed to, and also improve their reputation. So everything revolves around agency. And that is why this training is very, very important. So what is the first thing? You must ensure as an agent that you sell only approved products. Insurance agents must ensure that they market only approved products by NICOM and those that come under NERA. At any point, you must not be motivated. You must not be incentivized to want to sell products that are not approved. Very, 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 very clear. The second aspect has to do with premiums. Insurance agents must adhere strictly to premiums approved by NICOM and NERA, especially for compulsory insurances. Especially for compulsory insurances. Are you with me? Are you with me? So insurance agents must ensure that they only charge approved premiums, not premiums that are not approved. You must not know as rate that you have more business. No. You must Another thing is you must upload policies correctly. Okay? You must documentation. Documentation is very, very key. Don't be induced. Don't be pressured by clients. If a that you ensure that you upload these 4 documents as an agent. Ensure that you upload these 4 documents. So don't be pressured. Don't be pressured whatsoever by the fact that you want to ensure that you make these sales, or you ensure this. No, avoid falsification and don't promise or don't make representation on behalf of an insurance company on what you are not likely to fulfill. Please, don't make representation on behalf of a client or on behalf of an insurance company and falsify, coverages. Don't falsify coverages. Falsify premium. And don't impose unnecessary exclusions. So you must work in line with the operating clause of the policy that you are selling to the clients. The last one which is an activity that is likely to uphold the integrity of insurance agents, is you must be educated. You know why I say you must be educated? An educated agent is one that is able to educate their clients. An uneducated agent is likely to exhibit ignorance and mislead clients, which will snowball into a lot of problems for not only the agents, but also those that such agents are representing. So you must uphold all of this. This takes us to the next slides, which are those, what are those things that are ethical when an agent is interacting with insurance prospective policyholders and those that are even current policyholders with your companies? What are those things that are ethical? Okay, he said market conduct now, which defines what is ethical. You call it market conduct. Market conduct. Okay, what are those dominions? What are those dispositions that are expected of an insurance agent? Because you are the foundation upon which the insurance service value chain is built on. If you don't perform very well, you will still get to know as we move on. Those that are doing underwriting will perform more poorly if insurance agents do not understand and know their honors. So you must imbibe these three core values when you are conducting yourself in the insurance market space. The first one is fairness. Okay? Fairness. Irrespective of whether the client is from Lekki or the client is from Mushi. Okay? You must treat the clients regardless of their background, regardless of the policy type, even if it is third party. So you must not give preference to those buying comprehensive than those that are buying third party. You must be fair to all clients. Don't allow your emotions to override your primary purpose of being in that market. So market conduct has to do with how do you sell, how do you communicate, and how do you manage premium. So it deals with how do you sell, how do you communicate, and how do you manage premiums? Because most times clients will give you premiums for you to remit to the prospective insurance companies that they are likely to buy policy from. They will remit premiums. So market conduct has to do with how do you sell, how do you communicate, and how do you handle premiums. So for you to now do these three well, you need to be fair, you need to be transparent, which is number two. Number one, this is number two. You need to be transparent. You need to use clear languages, unambiguous sentences, complete information about the product. And you don't need to overpromise. You don't need to overstate. You don't need to be overzealous when you are selling your product. Transparency. They value truthfulness. They value honesty. And some of them even know. They know these things. Emphasize the protection actually, made out few flashpoints that you must watch. These slides are your watchwords as insurance agents, and they are very, very self-explanatory. Okay, the first one is under the concept of transparency here. So agents must provide comprehensive and easy to understand explanation of policy terms. What does the policy cover? Here, the watchword is what? Easy to understand. Don't use big grammars that will confuse your clients. Clear explanation. Our policy guarantees this. Our policy provides this. Our policy does not provide this. If you do this, you stand this benefit, you have to enjoy this benefit. If you don't do this, these are the penalties. You make this very clear immediately from inception of you discussing with the clients. Okay? You must, okay? At times, like I said, clients will want to say, okay, Oga, I beg. Now I want to give this premium. Maybe help me transmit them to your insurance company. So when you have such clients, it is very, very important that you don't deposit the premium paid to you into personal accounts. You don't deposit into personal accounts. No, don't do that. You deposit into approved corporate accounts. And you document, which is here. You issue receipts. You issue what? Receipts. Very, very important. Don't say, you know what? Maybe next week. No, you don't delay the issuance of receipts. It sends wrong signals to your clients. And don't make what? Misleading statements. Don't make, like I said earlier, bogus statements. Like, okay, does like what Benjamin is asking now, does the public building cover mosques? Does it cover mosques? So you just, because you are not sure. So the best thing is for you to what? To ask as an agent. You ask as an agent. So you don't just assume. Don't make a statement. When you have challenges or issues that are beyond you, you ask people. You ask those that understand what NERA is saying. So you don't make misleading statements. So that is also very, very important. So another very, very important aspect is you don't do underpricing. Because, okay, I want to sell, a motor insurance is 15,000. Don't worry, pay 10,000. No, that is rate cutting. It's criminal. Rate cutting. It's criminal. You don't do that as an agent. You don't do that. So you don't do that just to ensure that you have larger share of the market and you start cutting rates. No. It's not very good. It's not a good practice. So you don't give unnecessary rebates unless rebates or cuts in rates that are approved by NICOM and NERA. So this takes us to what are the, I've been talking about transparency all this while. What are the practical aspects of the so-called transparency that we discussed? So these are some of the things that you look out for. Okay. The first one is, for you to be transparent, you must use clear, non-misleading marketing and policy explanation. You must disclose key exclusions, waiting periods, the turnaround time for claims. Your clients must know. Okay. Whether it is 1 week or 2 weeks, you must tell them. How long will it even take you to deliver policy documents? They must know. Okay? Aha. So another thing is you must be clear about who the insurer is. You must be clear about who the insurer is. Okay? I am an agent of XYZ insurance company. We deal with this, we deal with that, we deal with. So you must be clear about who your insurance company is. Never promise outcomes that are not under your control. Don't promise outcomes that are not under your control. Okay? So please, and lastly, like I told you, must document the needs and the rationale for recommendation. When you sell, when you do interaction with your clients, you must always document whatever they need. Okay? Thank you. So when we say communication, we said market conduct is about what? It's about selling, communicating, and handling premiums. So at times, some of the things you can find on the slide are very, very key for you to even, bring up discussions or interactions with your clients. The first thing is, in the activity of the clients, you ask, of the 6 that I've discussed earlier, so which one? So the next one is, before you say, because this will tell you if that person is, for example, an engineer, you will know, this activity falls under compulsory. If that person is a doctor, you need not be told. But if that person is a teacher does not fall under compulsory. So you need not pressure such a person to buy, except you have other insurances you want to sell to them. Okay? So you must use plain language, like we said, and avoid, I have seen someone complain about this, print surprises. They tell you insurance is a legalized form of 419. They print in small prints, and whenever they want to ask them to pay, they will now come out with one magnifying glass and tell you, can't you see this is the exclusion? Can't you see this is excluded? So avoid small prints. Okay? Tell your clients what policy XYZ covers and what it does not cover. Very, very important. Okay? Most times, when you are able to even convince that client to buy, let them know the documentation they will need when they want to make claims. Keep them abreast, educate them, enlighten them. Okay, if there's an accident to your car, you need police report, you need photographs, you need this, you need that. You need to tell them those documents that they need, okay? Whenever they are likely to make claims. You must deliver after sale. Thank God you have been able to get a client. So after, you need to deliver, what is that duration of delivering policy documents? You don't delay policy documents, because this is the evidence that this client is insuring with that company that you are the agent of. Okay? Ensure that you give them notices of renewal in earnest, not 3 days to the expiration of their policy, not 1 week to the expiration of their policy. You must have your own mechanism of trying to inform them of renewal as early as possible. Okay? And you must what? You must support them. Because at times the nature of the risk may change. Okay? The person may change their job. The architect may be asked to add one more story building, The architect you are covering before, maybe the insurance you provided just for 3 stories, and they got approval for 2 more. The risk has changed. You must ensure that your client declare changes in their risk. Maybe while they are doing diagnosis to some patient or doing surgery, they discover some other ailments after running some tests. This must be disclosed to your insurance company by your professional healthcare clients. Okay? And you must also ensure that you have a client complaint channel that links you and the client to the insurance company that you are representing. So that whenever these clients have complaints, they have issues, they can be able to seamlessly, without any problem, seamlessly communicate with you or the insurance company. Okay. So the last one is, like I said, market conduct has to do with what? With selling, communicating, and handling what? Premium. This is the last one. No premium, no cover. Just like we have it under Section 52 of 2003 Act, NERA is also emphasizing it. Do not initiate cover. That no, yeah, that man is my very, very long and dependable client. They will pay their premium. Let me issue cover. Please, so that is highly prohibited. NERA frowns at that. No premium, no cover. You must issue receipt, like I said. And that receipt must show who paid, when the amount was paid, how it was paid, and for what policy was that amount paid for. So your receipt must carry this detail. Who paid it? The dates when it was paid. The method. Is it by check? Is it by transfer? Is it by cash? And which policy has this particular premium be paid for must be well documented and audited. You must ensure prompt premium remittance to your insurance company. Okay, you must ensure remittance of premium to your insurance company timely. Excuse me. Remittance time premium. If you are collecting on behalf of your clients, and ensure that you remit to the insurance company timely. It is very, very important. Okay. So don't divert premium and say, okay, I'm trying to use this premium to settle. No. If premium A is for policy A, B, and premium B is for policy B, X, let it flow in that direction. Don't use A for B, don't use B for A. Avoid premium diversion or net offing. Okay, please. When you are in doubt, escalate and document. Okay, if you are in doubt that this premium that we are charging, we have not loaded the premiums properly. Okay, you tell your clients to hold on while you make further clarification. Don't be pressured. So you tell them to hold on while you make further clarification, because unclear premium fold can lead to denial and customer distrust and systematic reputation harm. So what are the prohibited practices in the market that an agent is not expected to exhibit? Number one is misrepresentation or concealment of very, very key information that will help your clients make informed decision. And also your insurance company, as an agent, this is you here, agent. This is your insurer. This is your policy holder. So you owe duty of accurate representation to this person and to this party. Okay, because you are within them. You must, in its entirety, 100%, avoid issuance of fake or unverifiable insurance certificates. In fact, the penalty is grievous. So please shy away from it. Don't backdate. Don't what? Backdate for a client. They have a building. The building is on fire. Or they have an event happen on the 20th. The owner of the building now called you, and please backdate to me on the 15th, please, so that the next 5 days be covered. They will pay. Don't backdate. It is highly unethical. Okay? This is common among agents. Ensure that the amount that has been approved by NICON wrong claim advice. That's why I said when you are confused, when you don't know, ASK, ask questions. Call the office. Call those that are professional. Call those that understand the market. Call those that understand that activity that you are insuring to get more clarification. Okay? Don't do selective service, like I said. Don't say because this person is buying third party, how much are they even paying himself? No, don't do that. Be what? Be fair to all. Be fair to all. And also ensure that data privacy is very, very important. Don't share your client's data unauthorized with anybody. So this takes us to treating customers fairly. Am I communicating? Am I communicating? Am I making sense? Can I go on? Oh, thank you, Gift, Onyinye, and Olise. Thank you so much, and blessing. And Rosemary Ashinedu. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you. Okay. All right. So when we say TCF, that is the new slogan under NAIRA now. And I want it to be a slogan that all Nigerians will say, okay, what is the meaning of this TCF? You know, like the marketing philosophy, okay? The customer is regarded as what? As the king. So the customer must be at the center of all your discussion, all your preposition as insurance agents must revolve around your customer. So it's a framework, okay, that NAIRA is bringing up, okay? That NAIRA is what? Is bringing up. And what is the first part of this treating your customer fair as a core mandate of NAIRA is that you must ensure that you sell the right products to the customer. A product that meets, that fits, that suits. Look at the three verb I use there. That what? That meets, that fits, and that suits their what? Their needs. Okay? And how do you know their need? They will tell you when you discuss with them, they tell you their risk profiles. What's their problem, their current problem, what they are, they will tell you. So you must ensure, and one of the ways to treat them fairly is to ensure that that policy satisfies these three conditions. It meets, it fits, and it suits their needs. Okay? The second one is clear and timely information dissemination. You must provide them with enough information. You must not also overload them. I must say that. Don't overload them with too much information. Give them information that are right, that are appropriate, and information that are what? Timely. This will enable them to make informed decision. Do I need to? Okay. We noticed that you are trying to add an extra shop to the one we are covering. I think you need to extend this your coverage to that next shop. The customer will say, okay, yes, because you are going to put so in that particular shop. They will be able to extend their policy once you are able to give them this information in clear languages and timely. Okay? Another very important one is fair treatment in all stages, from prospecting to filling of proposal form to, asking them to pay a particular premium up to when they will be making claims. You must ensure that these customers are treated fairly. Okay, that is the core mandate of the TCF, treating customers fairly as inspired by NERA 2025. Guarantee them that fair payment throughout their relationship with agents from initial contract to policy renewal and beyond. Lastly, during the moment of truth, we call it moments of truth, because claim is the moment of what? Truth. This is when the client will measure how effective their demand for insurance is. So it's the moment of truth. Okay? You ensure that their claims are processed timely. You reduce the turnaround time. Turnaround time. There are times that it takes you to process their claims. You endeavor as much as possible to reduce the turnaround time. So, what are these simple rules for you to? The first one is sell what they need. The first risk managers. That's what I usually tell my students. They are the first risk managers. They must treat their activity, they must treat their property in a manner that does not expose their insurance company to pay claims. So they are the first category of risk managers. Okay, that they take all steps that will ensure that that risk or that loss does not occur. That's why we refer to them as the first risk managers. Okay, so you must confirm the suitability of that policy and their relevance and ensure that they understand. You see, I said it about suitability. Do they meet that policy? Is it relevant for their activity? And ensure that they understand it. Because we want to avoid what we call surprise test. We are still going to discuss this before we round up our discussion. Surprise test. What are surprise tests? Okay, you must also do that. This will enable you, if you do surprise test to your client, it will enable you to know if they understand the policy very well. This is what most agents, don't do. You do surprise tests to your client, and I'll tell you how this is done as we move on. You must support your customers after sale. Okay, at times they don't know your insurance company, or they may feel it will be so difficult for them to reach, so they reach out to you during claims, complaints, when they want to do renewal, and when they want to update their risk exposures. So you must be available as an agent to ensure that you render these services. We call them value added services. Call them value added services. Claims, advice, complaints handling, renewal handling, and also updates on their risk exposure. Okay, so I think I've discussed about the language to which you communicate with your client, so that we have a seamless communication between you, the agent, the client, and also the insurance company. So, what are the practical scenarios I was talking about? Look at these following practical scenarios. They're very, very key. And you won't be surprised that when you are trying to prospect some clients, you will likely see or come across such scenario. The first one is a building owner that only wants you to write an insurance certificate for them. They only want you to issue an insurance certificate. Okay? They don't want you to come and inspect. They don't want to disclose the safety measures that are supposed to be there. They don't want to share occupancy details with you. Just say, okay, just write certificate for us, so that when people come, I will just display them for this office. When NICOM come, or when tax must come to check if I have this particular policy, especially for public buildings that are now mandatory, they will see it there. Don't check any other thing. Please desist from such building owners. Okay? Another one is a contractor, I think I said this earlier, that wants you to backdate liability cover. An incident happened or accident happened on their premises on the 20th of January, for example. That's okay. See, what you do for me is write the policy and write December 2025. I will give you more money so that we'll just by 22nd of January, we'll just make notification to the insurance company that this particular accident happened this time, whereas it actually happened when the policy was not enforced. So don't backdate. Desist. Another one is a transport operator that wants a third-party motor policy for 10,000 naira. Say, just write the policy for me, 10,000 naira. You will not be only doing injustice to yourself as an agent. You are also dragging the entire industry inside the mud. Because one client, because insurance is a service that dwells on integrity and reputation, a client can drag the whole industry into mud. And this will affect your own profession too as an agent. Another one is an hospital, okay, that wants professional indemnity, healthcare professional indemnity, but is not ready to provide staff details. Maybe some of the doctors there or nurses there, they are quack. They are quack doctors. That upon investigation, you will know that this client is likely to drag insurance companies into severe liability claims if we don't do such, deep search and investigation about the caliber of staff that they have. Okay? And lastly, an MDA, a ministry, government ministry, is trying to pressure you, okay, to give them cover, whereas they are yet to seal the contract for government asset that they are trying to buy. Are you with me now? Or trying to install a bunker or an oil rig. They are pressuring you, give us cover, whereas they have not actually, process the payment for such government asset. So why are you very, very important? Which is the last part of our discussion this afternoon. Why are you very, very important? Why do you have to be a watchdog, a gatekeeper to underwriters? Why do underwriters need you agents so much? And why do the insurance industry, its prosperity and success and growth rely solely on agents? I have told you that I said more than 80% of the dissatisfaction that clients experience comes from agents. Okay? So you can see how this thing cascades, how it cascades. Okay? How it cascades. How agents ensure underwriting disciplines for technical departments in their respective companies. The first part is that agents ensure industry stability because you sieve out bad risk and you accept good risk. So when you sieve out bad risk based on supplying accurate information about risk, the details of the risk are correct, the details of the client are correct, you are able to reduce adverse selection. And adverse selection, once it is minimal, okay, insurance companies are able to price risk correctly. They are able to price risk fairly. They are able to price risk accurately because you are bringing the business into the company for underwriters to underwrite. So that's why I said most time you look down on agents. I ask underwriters, what would you underwrite if agents don't bring business into the company? So you must respect them. So you ensure industry stability. You ensure claims sustainability because of your integrity, because of your professionalism. It is more difficult for clients to swindle or engage in fraudulent claims. So you are the gatekeepers, like I said. Once you ensure that you supply accurate information, you supply accurate details of risk, not only to clients, but also to insurance companies, it reduces the payment of fraudulent claims. Fraudulent claims. Because you have told the clients what is covered, what is not covered, activities that are obnoxious to the policy, activities that are prohibited, activities that are acceptable, conditions, warranties, excess, deductibles, franchise. You have told the clients before and even after sales, you are able to ensure claim sustainability. I told you earlier that once you accept the right risk, when you are supposed to price, for example, 200,000, you don't go and price 150,000. This alone is adverse selection. And this is likely to crumble the insurance business if they aggregate. Imagine about 1 million people are supposed to pay 200,000 and they ended up paying 150,000 and the risk materialized. Who is going to lose? There's a shortfall of 50,000 over 1 million that is supposed to come to the industry that is not coming to the industry. So when you are able to provide accurate details about risk, like I said, it ensures that underwriters do proper risk assessment. Any misrepresentation, any omission undermines the underwriting process. It creates more problem to underwriters. So whether they are supposed to price a risk with some exclusions or some extensions or with a higher premium, if you provide them with wrong information, they will not be able to do this. So they will be accepting those risks at a disadvantageous position. So that is why you are very, very important for underwriters. Don't mind them, they always fumble because of some of these mathematics that they know. So they don't want to give you that your respect. But in the real sense, you are those that pull the strings that enables them to perform their activities very smoothly and very, very, professionally and efficiently. So what are the KYC? What are the, how does the underwriters, if this is underwriter, if they hold a lens, let's say this is a lens, this is an underwriter, a lens with which the underwriter uses to look at the risk. Do you know what that lens is? That lens is you, the agents. You are the lens with which underwriters are able to look at risk proficiently, efficiently, fairly, equitably, and effectively. So if this lens is faulty, then they will not be able to evaluate and assess risk, professionally. That is what this slide is telling us. That is what this slide is telling us. So a quick one. I really want to do a very simple poll to check if you actually been following me so far. Okay? So I am now in the comment section. You can still see my slide. Can you still see my slide? Okay, Madam Alanka has muted all of you. Sorry.
Well, you can use the chat box, sir.
Sorry about that. Let me go to the comment section. Okay. If you can still see my slide now, can you still see my slide? Okay. Okay. Can you please name me 3 compulsory insurances that I have covered today? You cannot see my slide, okay? Peter. Peter, can you please log out and log in? Shodipo, it may be your network. People can see my slide. Can you please, in the comment section, tell me 3 compulsory insurances that I have covered today? I'm waiting. There's a prize for the first person that is able to give me the 3 compulsory insurances: group life, motor insurance. You are not correct, Jennifer. You are not correct. Yes, you must say third party. Okay, car insurance, hospital, public buildings. Very good, Victor. Said Abiodun, you only said group life. I said three compulsory insurances. Life insurance. No, you are not correct. I cannot pronounce your name. Okay, third party, group life, public building. Very good. Awokoya, Bolatito, and also Benjamin. Very good. Very good. Okay, this is the second question. This is the second question. I'm impressed. This is the second question. What does no premium, no cover means for agents? I'll repeat. What does no premium, no cover means for agents? What does it mean? In very simple sentence, I'm in the comment section. What does no premium, no cover? What does it mean? What does it mean? We should issue Peter, we should issue without payment. Abi we should not. Somebody said without premium, no claim. You are not correct. We should not. It means that no policy, no. No cover for unpaid policy plan. You are very correct. Awokoya, no payment, no cover. Very good. No premium, no cover means premium has to be paid. Very good. I'm impressed. Very, very good. Oh, I'm impressed. Prohibited, no premium means an agent should not. Good. If you don't pay your premium, no cover. Very good, Benjamin. I have a lot of answers coming in here. I'm impressed. Okay, let us go to number 3 question. Number 3 question. Give 2 examples of prohibited practices that an agent is not expected to engage in. 2 examples of prohibited practices that an agent is not expected to engage.
Sorry, don't
2,
forget
just
to
2.
have a poll, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes. After, okay.
Okay.
Is the poll coming before the case study, ma?
Yeah, now I thought you share the poll with us so that we can launch for you.
Oh, I was thinking you would share. Okay.
Let me see.
One
So
minute,
they can use to
please.
answer the question.
Okay,
Which
okay, thank you. I was thinking you would.
number 2? We have 2 case
Yes,
studies.
the no, the first one, the last case study for the public building will come last. So the one before that should come now.
Okay, let me see.
Okay, thank you, ma. Let me stop sharing.
Okay, this is it. Let them
Okay,
answer through this platform.
okay. Uh, is the
Can you
platform
see the
off?
poll?
On? Can they see it?
Please confirm you can see the poll.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, please answer. Answer the
Okay, so
questions.
Salami says she can. Please answer the questions there. Thank you, Madam Alainka. We need to do that for that. We don't said no. I can't see it.
If you can't find the poll, go to where you have the Zoom features. Look out for more. Reaction. Under that reaction, you will see more. Click on it. You see POLLS. It will pop up automatically on your
Cannot.
screen. Once look out for more. under the Zoom features. Once you click it,
Okay.
it will come up as um, a prompt. You will see POLLS
You
reaction
see
and
action?
react to likes. How many minutes do you want to give to them, faculty?
I think 5 minutes should be okay. We start by 4:30.
5 minutes for this particular question because you still have one
Yes,
more.
yes,
Okay.
yes. 5 minutes.
So 2 minutes gone.
So we are
You
going to
have
allocate
3 minutes.
more time to already. Yeah.
If you are done, you can just
I hope
submit.
everybody can see. I hope you can all see it. Mm.
That means the
Abonali
band
Latifa is saying no.
that means the bandwidth of your network is low. If you can't see it.
Okay. Lillian Olugbo is saying I cannot see.
One person have submitted.
Ah. Amin Koforola is saying she can't see also. I'm done with mine and submitted. Thank you, Olugbengalawa. Maybe Madam Olainka could just be magnanimous and just tell them where they can get it again via the chat icon. Maybe they should just listen. Please try and listen to her. She will tell you where you can get the icon again because we don't have the luxury of time.
Go to where you have the Zoom features. In between mute, participants, you will see more or reaction. Click on it. One of the two. It will pop up automatically on your screen once you click on POLLS.
Oh, I can
Let
see
me
it. Yes,
share.
it's here now.
Now.
Yes,
Let me
it
share
is
my
PO. Okay,
double
okay.
L.
Please do.
Let me
Mm.
share my
Slash
screen.
slash quizzes is there. Mm.
Can you see it now? As you can see, 14 people have submitted out of 133 people. So you have less than 30 seconds or 30 minutes. 30 seconds or 30 minutes. I don't even know.
They have 3 minutes. We are stopping this poll by 4:30. This is
4:30.
4:26. Yes.
Okay, 4:30.
So they say I have about 3 or 4 minutes. Done and submitted. Very good, Jude. Okay. Uh, you have 2 more minutes. 120 seconds to go. Please, we are going to address strictly to the timing. Once it is 4:30, my Oga will close the poll. Where can I find the question, please? Gideon, are you just joining? Go to the Zoom feature, click on more. Then you see polls, POLLS/quizzes. Then you click that place, you see it there. So we have 60 seconds to go. Somebody is saying, can we have a video recorded for this last session? Why this last session? Lillian, I'm glad you have submitted. Chiamaka, thank you for submission. The countdown is now almost 30 seconds. All right. Jennifer has also submitted. Great. You have 10 more seconds to go. Please try and participate. The college is going to use this poll. It's very, very important you submit. Thank you, Joy and Columbus. And I can see the question, but do not know what case. No, we have not. This Gideon. Gideon, you are not here with us. So we are yet to discuss case study. But Olayinka, can you please close the poll? It is 4:30 already.
I'm sharing the
Thank you
result.
very much, ma.
You can speak to it.
All right. All right. Let me see the results.
It's on the screen. I'm sharing the screen with you.
Okay. Oh, I can see. Okay. Great. All right.
You may proceed now.
Okay, good. So thank you for Madam Olayinka for that very wonderful support you are giving us. Let me share my screen so that we can move to the case study, which is very good.
Sorry, sir. Can you see my home screen now?
I can't share.
Can you
Yes, I
see my
can see your screen, but I cannot. Yes, I think I can stop share. Let me see. Can you see my own screen now? Can you see my own screen now?
Yes, it's on.
Okay, good. So let us quickly round up the key takeaways from what we have been discussing so far. What are the flashpoints? What are the flashpoints that we'll be going on with today? The first one is when government make insurance compulsory, they are not trying to inflict pain. No. In fact, they are trying to secure the population. They are trying to secure and safeguard individuals in the population. It's not that they are trying to make life miserable when you hear compulsory insurance. No, they are trying to protect the society. So the next one that is very, very important is that, like I said, you are the lens. Agents are the lens with which 1 minute. I need to speak to the result of the polls so that we can get feedbacks. Yes, Gift, we are working on your result. Don't worry, you will see your result now.
Hello, participant, please, can you see anything on the screen? If you can see the screen, please raise your hand virtually. Okay, Mr. Oluwaseun Cecilia. Okay. Please unmute.
Yes, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, madam.
Yes, I can see the screen.
Okay, what can you see on the screen?
Meeting.
Eh?
I can see re-agency proficiency certificate.
Okay, you can't see anything like case study?
Case study, no.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
what I need to do is I'll screenshot it to you so you can just speak to it. Yes, sir.
You will see your result. Just all right. I think I can see the screenshots, but I just saw it now in a flash. Maybe Madam
Please
Oga can just okay.
check the chat box.
Okay, yes, I'm there now. All right. Okay. So question 1, which is compulsory insurance, I discovered that I'm not too impressed because just about 49, not even half, were able to pass question 1. You see, not even was able to pass that. I would advise that you go back to the course material because see, failure to ensure valid compulsory insurance coverage before risk inception. That was what most of you were able to answer from there. And I think it boils down on the fact that we should not be distracted when classes are going on. So, but I know the second case study that is coming up, we should be able to do better because of time. Thank you, Madam Olainka. Can we go to the next case study?
You need to
Are you
share
still
your
sharing?
screen.
Okay.
Share your screen so that they'll be able to see the question while we launch the poll.
Okay. Can you see my slide now?
It's not up yet.
Can you see it?
You need to share your screen. It's not up yet.
Really?
Yes, please.
You know. Okay. Screen. Oh, no.
Okay.
Can we see now?
Yeah, it's coming up. So you go to your slide. Yeah, it's here.
Okay.
So
This is the second case study, and this will take just 20 minutes. Sorry, 15 minutes. Sorry, 15 minutes. This will take 15 minutes. So, Madam Olainka, can you please help us bring up the polls again for this second case study? Thank you, ma'am.
please, they need to read the question. Share your screen for them to read the question so they will be able to answer the poll. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Yes, sir.
This is the scenario. You go through the scenario, digest it, then you now take your time to answer the question. How many minutes, sir?
15, 1 5. So they
So
stop
that will
exactly at
be
4:55. Yeah.
okay, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Let me use that to stretch my legs.
Ten more minutes to go. Faculty, how many more minutes? Doctor, oh, thank you.
You have four,
Thank,
you have 4 minutes.
okay, 4 minutes.
Yes.
One of them brought it to our attention now that this case study ought to be for the first session, the first case study, the first poll we
Okay.
launched. This case study ought to
Okay.
be for it. So nonetheless, we
Oh,
can just use that opportunity to relaunch it once you do justice to this very one.
okay. Okay.
Thank you for bringing that to our notice, Gideon. That means you're following us. Thank you. If dem do exam now, if na professional qualification, na only you go pass. Oh, shit.
You have 2 more minutes. You have 1 more minute.
Doctor, you can stop sharing now. Let me see if I can share the results with them and
All right.
the relaunch the real question. Go, go. Okay, it seems you have it on your system. Doctor, that's it now.
Uh,
Yeah, that's it. You have it.
can you see it?
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, you can go to the first question to see. That is it. Click share results. Click share results to see.
Okay.
That is it, sir. So you can speak to it and let them know their strength and weakness in terms of the answer.
Okay. So the first question is that which compulsory insurance requirement under NERA was breached? And I think everybody answered correctly. Yes. So not everyone participated, but 3% didn't participate. I think I should start from there.
No, no,
Okay.
notwithstanding, at least for those that have participated, let them know their fate,
Mm, yes,
just to test their knowledge of the session.
they did very well.
Yes.
I can see 100% answer the question, and this thing is modeling up. Yeah, you see, because most of you are saying, where is my answer? Where is my score? No, it is a poll. We just want to evaluate. So we are not sending anybody any answer. We're just trying to evaluate if you understand what we have been talking about. But interestingly, 20% chose, about 73% got the answer right, which makes sense. So for number two, the question is, uh,
It's not going up. It's not scrolling up.
but it's going up here.
Okay.
Can they see now?
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Okay. And interestingly, it's showing for even case study two. So what does the principle of no premium, no cover mean? Okay, which is not in line with this first case study. I think this case study is the one we shared earlier.
Yes,
This
yes.
is the first one we are supposed to.
It was only Gideon
Uh,
that actually catch the.
uh, so
I think we need to give him a gift too for maximum participation.
so question three: which of the following are prohibited practices for insurance agents? I think yes, backdating policy and misrepresenting policy. About 91% got that.
Mm.
Impressive, very good. So number four, in treating customers fairly, what does surprise test mean? It means, okay, yes, about almost half uh, got that. Surprise test is when you come up with a condition that you didn't explain to the customer initially. For example, you now say, okay, you have to do affidavit too. And you didn't tell them that whenever they want to make claim, they will do affidavit. And they feel surprised and disappointed that, but this was not stated when in part of even the checklist. That is an example of a surprise list. Number five, which of the following are underwriting discipline actions directly controlled by the agents? Yes, accurate risk disclosure and proper 83%. Madam Olayinka, give them a round of applause for that. And
Oh,
that is the end of the post for case study two.
cool.
Okay.
So should we try one again, or you want to call it a wrap?
Uh, I think I want to assume that the to a very large extent got the explanation right, but we can as well, if you insist, because we are
No,
here to serve them. If you insist, but to me, based on this answer that I'm seeing here, I believe we've delivered the message. And
yeah. Thank you
I
very
want to
much.
congratulate them for participating in this workshop. All right.
All right. Thank you
Thank you.
everyone for your time, for your maximum participation. It's an interesting session since morning, and I really appreciate your commitment to it. It shows that we are willing to learn, irrespective of age, and because some people believe they since they badge all the certification, they don't need all this petty
Oh,
training.
sorry, Madam Olanka. So, Mori, Gideon Benjamin asked a question, a very, very important question. Let me quickly provide a clarification so that we will not think that, before you call Salon, you understand? Let me
Okay.
provide. Benjamin, are you still there? You asked whether mosque, church, or religious centers are part of the public buildings that was being specified by NERA. If you go to section 76 of that act, section 76 of that act, I want to pull it up. I want to quote that section verbatim so that you understand the implication of what is a public building or not. I hope Gideon is still here and I hope others are still listening to me.
Okay, sir, please go ahead.
Okay, great. So if you look at that act, that section 76 of NERA, what does it say? I'm pulling it up now. It said public buildings as defined by the act include tenement houses of more than one occupied by tenants, excuse me, lodgers, licensees, and this is where it's very, very tricky. And any building to which members of the public have access for education of business. So the act does not really specify whether um, whether it's whether a church, but one can argue from the point of law that because people have access to there, and because at times we do education in mosques, we do education in churches, they could also fall under this particular section. But the key takeaway, because it includes large public gatherings, okay, that may make insurers to treat large mosques, large mosques and churches with public access as needing. Is that clear now? Is that clear, Benjamin? So the law does not expressly state whether churches or mosques. But if you have large, can also come under public gathering. Yes. Thank you, Madam Olanyika. Thank you, Olumide. Thank you. Okay, Madam Olanyika, if there are no more questions, I think I can be excused.
Okay.
For having me. And thank you everyone for participating. I wish you success in your future endeavor. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. Such an insightful section with you. All right, it's already 5:05, and I know that some people or some of us will need to catch up with our staff flights. Let me use it that way. And we have mothers among us that wants to do school runs. So on that note, we are calling it a wrap. Initially, we've promised to share the NERA Heart 2025 with you immediately after the training. The training continues tomorrow 9 a.m. and we're going to have another three sessions. So after all the sessions, we're going to share with you the presentation, no, the NERA R 2025 document. It will be sent to your email. Two, the recording to refresh your memory or inform of it will serve in form of a refresher course in case you need any, you want to make reference to it, it will be uploaded on the YouTube channel. That will be released to you after the whole thing or after we must have uploaded it on the channel, and it will be sent to you through your administrator. And the third one that we decided to do is okay, the presentation slide will be uploaded on the Nikon portal so that anytime you want to have your assessment done, you can go through it once again before you go in for the assessment, because these sessions that we have today and tomorrow will be the basis of your assessment going forward. So on that note, I want to appreciate you once again for your maximum attention and participation. We look forward to having you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Bye for now.